Distinguished members of the Academy. My name is Golfhouse, and we are back on the mostly harmless SMP server. When last we spoke, we finished up our community strip mine and had to deal with some technical difficulties. Since we last spoke, I've had a bit of an adventure. I went ahead and I made this guy. This is a little campfire design that I picked up watching Zuma's videos. I'll leave a link in the description to the video where I learned how to do this, because this is just really cool. I can stand in it and not catch on fire. I'll leave a link, but if you're watching my video, chances are you probably have already seen it. We also investigated the Nether a little bit since we last spoke, and we found Nether wart. That's right, we found the very beginnings of a Nether fortress. Now, as of right now, there is not enough Nether fortress for us to go after blazes, but in the next week or so, hopefully we'll get a raiding party together and we can go take that on. It hasn't all been good news on the server, though. Something else has happened. I died. Yep, I sure did. My Iron Man streak on this server is over. I will say that I at least died honorably. What happened? Our server member here, WTF, was in the Nether, minding her own business, and she hit a pigman. And she died. And she hit the pigman right by the Nether portal, which meant that anybody who went through the Nether portal after that was going to get attacked by hordes of angry pigmen. So we put a party together. It was me. It was WTF. It was Knackjack. It was Babylon Slim. We went in to avenge the overworld and make the Nether safe once again. And we died a lot. Yeah. So the Nether is still a bit of a menace for us. I did manage to get through with most of my stuff intact. At the end of the day, the only thing I lost was a pair of enchanted iron pants. But I got my chest plate, my helmet, my boots, I got all that back, so I'm not too upset about it. But we do still need to fix the Nether. So I've been sitting here by the campfire trying to think up a plan. And I think what our best bet is going to be is for somebody, namely me, to go into the Nether and bravely take on these pigmen. Now, if I fight them, they're just going to make more pigmen angry, and the situation is just going to get worse. So I'm going to do the bravest thing that anyone has ever done in the Nether. I'm going to run away. The plan is to get into the Nether, round up all of the pigmen who are currently aggroed on the other side of that portal, and then run towards the world border. That way, when they catch up to me at the world border, they'll kill me. If they don't kill me, I'll kill myself. I'll jump into some lava, or I'll jump off a ledge. I'll do something. And then when I respawn, I'll be able to go back into the Nether, and they'll be so far away that as soon as I enter the Nether, all of the aggroed pigmen will despawn, and the Nether will be safe for us to explore once again. At least, that's the plan. Before we can make our mad dash through the Nether to try to get all of the aggro pigmen away from the portal, we have to do some recon work. I have gone ahead and divested myself of everything. I've only got a little bit of bread on me because I don't want to leave anything that the pigmen can pick up. If I lose some armor and a pigman picks it up, that's going to be bad because that is a pigman that is never going to despawn until we deal with it. So I don't want to do that. I don't believe that anybody has been into the Nether since our incident. So we're going to go in and see what the situation is like. If we can, we're going to try to run as fast as we can, as far as we can from the Nether portal. So let's see how it goes. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little scared. Okay, so it looks like we have pigmen there. Are they going to come after me? Some of them are coming after me, others are not. So if we come this way, I want to get as many of them over here as I can. This is actually going well. I thought that we would have to do this a couple of times. They're about to catch up to me. That's fine. I can zig. I can zag. It looks like there's about 10 of them. Now as we come across, I don't know if that pigman will get angered or not. He may join the fray. It looks like he is just kind of wandering around. So we can still come up here. This pigman is neutral. Okay, and we lost some of them. Are you guys still coming after me? Yes, you are still tracking. You can see the cobble there. This is a place we have been before. The border is up here somewhere. We lost a bunch of the pigmen. That's actually okay. I'm good with that because we can just kind of take off through this area, and if we can get to that 128 block mark, then the pigmen that we lost will despawn. Okay, we have the corner there. This is probably the end of the road for me. I'll go ahead and eat a little bit. And then we're going to intentionally kill ourselves over here. That's kind of the point of this whole exercise. I don't think we've been to this corner of the Nether yet, so we can kind of look around and see what's going on. It looks to be a pretty quiet area. We've lost the pigmen. Now, those pigmen that we lost in the first case, when we lost the majority of them, they have got to be more than 128 blocks away from us now. So I feel good about our chances there. I think we have despawned that group. There's only the ones that followed us that we have left to contend with. And those guys... You are not interested in me. You looked at me for a second there, but you're not interested in me. So I think... Well, I was going to try to make it over to the corner, but that does not look like it's going to happen. So we're going to YOLO off of this ledge here, down into the lava. And maybe on our way down we can have a look at what's on the other side there. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Okay, so it's nighttime here. Let's go ahead and sleep. And we will do the same thing again. We will grab enough wheat to make a little bit of bread. And then we will make our way back in. Alright, so if we've played our cards right, we have despawned all of the angry pigmen. So let's try that again. And let's see where we get. Okay, we're gonna actually follow some of our similar paths as before. This pigman doesn't care about us, which is fantastic. If we go in the same direction that we went the first time, we'll know if there were any pigmen left behind. Now he's not going to be hostile. He would have just spawned here, because if he had been here the whole time and hostile, he would have despawned when we made it to the corner. So far, so good. I don't hear any grunting. This area right here is where we lost most of the pigmen, was climbing up this thing. Okay, so there's 4 down there. Now the pigmen spawn in packs of 4, so they could be hostile or they might not be. These guys are not. Fantastic. I think we've gotten rid of our Nether menace. I have not heard a single grunt from an angry pig. Yeah, and the other ones we would have lost around here somewhere. So yeah, I think we've done well. I'm just going to circle around to some of the other places where we've been in the Nether and just listen for grunts, but I think we've got this taken care of. Alright, boys and girls, we have made it back from the Nether, and everything, cross your fingers, looks good. We have not been ambushed by any more pigmen on the routes that we took when we went in there the first time. So I think the only thing left to do is to declare the Nether back open for business. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can go ahead and get on to more important things. We have a slime farm to build, and it's time to get to it. Our slime farm plans have changed a bit since the last episode. You'll recall that when we were building out this mine here, it was our intention to come down and build an entrance to a couple of slime chunks that we found down here, which was great, except that when I went and actually looked at the numbers, it turned out that most of the slime chunks were right in here. This is the slime chunk. In fact, the slime sounds that we heard in the last episode when we got so excited, the slime was right here. That's not the optimal place to put a slime farm, where all these stairs are to keep the slimes from spawning. So I went ahead and I closed it off, I decorated it up. I wasn't even trying to do this, but I think this kind of looks like a ghast. He's got the tier things and just that general sad look. I was really just going for a geometric pattern, but now I'm wondering if maybe I should make poor attempts to replicate all of the Minecraft characters on these walls. Anyway, we need to find another slime chunk, preferably a couple together. So I've done some research and I've found 2 more slime chunks next to each other. So let's go take a look at them. After hours and hours of painstaking research, I did manage to find 2 more slime chunks, and I've got them kind of outlined here with the redstone torches and the pillars, just to make sure that nobody tries to build here while we're working. So these 2 areas will spawn slimes regardless of any other conditions, regardless of even of light levels, as long as we get down below level 40. Now for the big slimes to spawn, they need a 3 high space, I believe it is. I think it might technically be 2.5, but realistically 3. So we have to go down to the Y level of 38, and from there we can go ahead and start digging out these 2 chunks, and hopefully we can start gathering up some slimes. I'm going to go ahead and do that digging. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Before I do, I need to go make about 30 stone picks because I don't want to waste my good tools on this. So let me go do that and do some digging, and I will see you underground. Okay, so I've got the first layer of our slime farm carved out, and as you can see, we're already starting to get some friends here. Sorry, I got a little bit quiet there. In 1.8, these slimes are a lot more aggressive than they were. They charge you a lot faster than they used to, so they're a little bit more formidable a challenge, but not too bad. And yeah, as you can see, I had 8 slime balls before, and now I'm up to 22. So yeah, things are going pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of things here. I'm going to keep drilling down. I'm going to have probably, if I'm doing the math right, 7 or 8 platforms going down towards the bottom. We also need to do something about the floor, because in order to get the best spawn rates in here, we have to make this 3 high, which makes it a great place for Endermen to show up. And the Endermen will come along and they will take blocks out of this and pretty much just wreck the thing. So we're going to go ahead and place down a furnace, get some of this coal going, start smelting up some of the cobble, and we'll end up replacing these floors with slabs so that the Endermen don't get them. So I'm going to keep drilling down and carving out more space, and I'll bring you back in when that's all done. Hey buddy, come here. Bye. Yeah, that's one of the problems about working in this space. These slime chunks are in the extreme hills, which means that every once in a while you get a silverfish. Not fun, but we do what we have to do to get this all cleared out. Okay, so our second layer is now done, and I've gone ahead and slabbed it and the upper level, and it sounds like we have another friend. Let's go up there and look. There he is. Let's go take care of this guy. We're going to end up with so much slime, or so many slime balls, I should say. And now that I'm thinking about it, you know, we may not have to take this thing all the way down to bedrock at first. Eventually I would like to get it there, but look at this. I mean, we've only got two floors going right now, and it's not optimized or anything. We've already got 34 slime balls. So I think what I might do is just make another level. We'll go to 3, maybe we'll go to 4 levels, and then we'll kind of play it from there and see if any more levels are needed. But yeah, so far things are going well. What I want to do now is go get some pumpkins and make some jack-o'-lanterns, because I'm not sure, I'd have to go back and look and see, but I think having a torch here kind of reduces the ability of slimes to spawn in that space, and obviously we need to light this up in order to keep other mobs from showing up in here. So let me go do that, and yeah, I think we'll be just about done for this episode. Okay, so I think we're pretty good for now. I've gone ahead and I've used jack-o'-lanterns to light up this area. I also got a little ambitious and I went ahead and I made an additional level. So here's our second level, and if we go down, we'll see that we now have a third level too. As we've been building, we've come across quite a few slimes. So I think to wrap up our episode today, I'm going to go leave some presents with some of the other server members. So you get slime balls. And you get slime balls. And you get slime balls. Okay, so everyone has their presents. I didn't record everybody, but everybody did get their slime ball presents. And now really there's only one thing left to do. I tend to take fall damage every time that I fall down that, and I fall down it a lot because, well, I don't want to go all the way around. So I think just for the time being, and this isn't a permanent thing, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put me down some slime blocks there so that now when I jump off this thing, well, I still take fall damage. Let's try that again. Okay, so I think I figured it out. If I come down here and yeah, there we go. If you hold the shift key after the first bounce, you stop bouncing and you don't take any damage. And I've found something out kind of interesting. I don't know if this is going to come out over the recording or not, but I am standing on the slime block and there is just a little bit of jitter in my video screen. It's very slight, so I don't know if it's coming over on the video, but yeah, that's a little weird. It made me think there was something wrong with my computer, but as soon as I get off the slime blocks, it goes away. So maybe that's just a feature of being on those slime blocks. Anyway, I think we've made a lot of progress in this episode. We cleaned up the Nether after our adventure there. We've gotten our slime farm to be functional, at least. In the next episode, I think we're going to work on automation. We're going to get the trap set up, and we're going to try to get into a position where we can just kind of AFK there and collect some slimes. And then I think the slime farm will be ready for everybody else on the server to use when they need it. So yeah, that's going to be a good time. I hope you'll follow along for that. If you've liked this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you've really liked this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you like me, stalk me on social media. I'm darn near everywhere. And until next time, my name is Golfhouse. This has been Mostly Harmless. It's an honor just to be nominated.